My name is Iván Jorrín and I am Professor of Educational Research in the Bagwell College of Education. Have you ever struggled when working in the research design for a study or a grant proposal? Perhaps you had issues when elaborating the methodological chapter of your dissertation. I bet so. Why is it so difficult to teach and learn research methods? These are some of the questions that were coming to my mind after a 3-hour class with my doctoral students in a course on advanced qualitative research methods in the fall of 2014. I was feeling their struggles when having to make decisions among the plethora of philosophical frameworks and methodological approaches existing in the field of educational research. Their struggles were similar to the ones graduate students in my former institutions in Illinois and Spain used to have. Actually, they were pretty close to the ones I felt when doing my own dissertation. Even though my previous research background was in the fields of technology-enhanced learning and computer-supported collaborative learning, at that point I decided to change gears and start researching potential ways of better helping novice researchers and future teachers in generating well-informed research designs. I was deeply interested in finding ways of challenging traditional approaches to the teaching and learning of research methods. I needed to make sure that my students, future teachers, were able to learn how to generate and implement proper research designs for the promotion of effective data-driven decision-making practices at their schools. The day-to-day work of teachers has become increasingly challenging due to the constant reforms, mandated curriculum overhaul, and burden of standardized assessment. Rich subject area and pedagogical knowledge are necessary for effective teachers, but this is no longer sufficient. Teachers must become lifelong multifaceted learners and reflective professionals able to transform their own practice based on systematic analysis. Teachers more than ever need to become vanguard agents in providing rigorous evidence on which to ground education practice. This will only be attainable if we offer them improved methods and tools to enable them to thoroughly analyze their daily practices. In order to find ways of challenging traditional approaches to the teaching and learning of research methods, in 2014 I began a review of literature that soon revealed a number of studies addressing how daunting and frightening the teaching and learning of research methods is. I also found evidence of a clear lack of attention and scarcity of innovation in the teaching of research methods. One night, while in the middle of the literature review process, I was reading an old book from Julio Cortázar called Hopscotch, and the magic happened. I realized that Hopscotch could be the metaphor I was looking for to create a model and a web tool to help the generation of qualitative research designs. At that point, I initiated a research process spanning from fall 2014 to fall 2019. The selection and analysis of over 80 seminal works allow us to identify a number of key components for the development of well-informed research designs. We organized them and built the Hopscotch model. It proposes 9 recursive steps to help the generation of research designs. We decided to use the Hopscotch metaphor since everybody understands this popular transcultural and transcendental playground game that aims at connecting the earth with the sky, the physical world with the world of forms and ideas, theory and practice. The sequence of steps, although visually linear, reinforces the idea of going over each of the steps each time we advance to a new one. In early 2015, we launched a web tool using the Hopscotch metaphor to help bridge the gap between the theory behind the generation of research designs and the actual practice in doing so. The web tool guided users through the steps of Hopscotch, providing multimedia information and resources to help them make informed decisions and respond to the questions posed at each step. In 2017, after having used the web tool for almost 2 years, we conducted a formal evaluation to assess if it was helping users. The results were pretty positive and helped us generate a 2.0 version of the web tool. The new version included enhanced multimedia information, allowed the generation of qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods designs in both English and Spanish, and also helped the creation of visual representations for 7 types of qualitative designs, 4 types of quantitative, and 4 types of mixed methods designs. One key limitation identified by the users was the lack of social spaces to share and discuss the generative research designs. So we started thinking in the creation of a physical space to use Hopscotch in a face-to-face social fashion. In fall 2019, we launched the Interactive Research Methods Lab in KSU's Bagwell College of Education. It is a natural evolution of Hopscotch that provides students with personalized instruction and practical experience of generating research designs using augmented reality contents generated by our team. The walls of the lab provide an interactive itinerary organized around the 9 steps proposed by Hopscotch. On each step, users are able to write down ideas and make decisions based on the information that is virtually provided by the augmented reality contents. In addition to the physical space, the lab also offers a virtual space with a 360 tour that replicates the experience in the physical space. The virtual lab can be embedded as a resource in Desire to Learn, a learning management system widely used by schools and colleges in Georgia. The current version of Hopscotch has received over 28,000 visits from 6,000 users in 132 different countries, which can be seen as initial proof of its acceptance by the community in the field of research methods. What is even more relevant is that it has been formally used by more than 1,000 doctoral students in research courses taught in 11 universities in the US, Spain, Colombia, Thailand, and China. Moreover, Hopscotch has been used as the methodological basis in 18 doctoral dissertations. In regards to the Interactive Research Methods Lab, we've used it profusely in fall 2019 and spring 2020. For instance, in January 2019, we worked with a group of undergraduate students enrolled in their senior capstone for the Bachelor of Science degree in Human Services in the Wellstar College of Health and Human Services. In collaboration with the instructor, we helped them generate research designs to analyze issues affecting the non-profit organizations in which they were conducting their internships. We have also worked with several groups of graduate students. For instance, we help students taking research courses in the doctoral programs in the Bagwell College of Education to develop the research designs for their dissertations. We have also guided the students in building the conceptual frameworks supporting their dissertation studies. Finally, we have also collaborated with faculty. For example, over the summer of 2020, we collaborated with 2 faculty in the Bagwell College of Education who were working on the research design for a grant proposal they were submitting for external funding. Given the success of the Interactive Research Methods Lab, in June 2020, we began working in a more spacious location. You can now find us in room 403 of the Chantal and Tommy Bagwell Education Building on the Kennesaw campus. We have recently added new furniture to enhance the possibilities for interactive and collaborative learning. In fall 2020, we have begun offering our services for KSU units, departments, and colleges interested in taking advantage of this state-of-the-art resource.